Hi everyone, it's Nancy. I wanted to start some Christmas ephemera making today. It's beginning in November. We need to get going. I know a lot of people have started already, and I have started some of mine, but I thought I'd take you along on a few of ideas that I really love. This idea was inspired by Rachel from Roxy's Creations. A while back, she did a video called Botanical Collage Masterboards. I will link that down below. But I'm going to show you what we did. So what she did was she took book page and collaged on book page, and then made a collage, cut it up in 3 pieces. You end up with 3 tags. So this was my first attempt. So if you put these together, you'll see how they match. This was the book page here. So what I did was took a lot of flowers, butterflies, birds, mushrooms, just collaged the whole area of the book page, cut it in 3, which leaves you about a 3.25 inch tag, depending on the book page. Obviously, if you use bigger book page, there'll be bigger tags and more ephemera. But this is just your basic page. I think it's like 6 by 9 kind of book page, just out of a normal book here. I glued 2 together, did a collage with different flowers, birds, whatever you have, cut it up, and then you've got 3 gorgeous tags. And I just love this idea. Love it. Fell in love with it. So that's what I did here. Just ink the edges. I didn't do anything else to it, and I think it's gorgeous. So then I did another one, and let me just put this here. I did another one. Now let me show you what this one looked like. Okay, so together, this is what they look like here. This one is not as collaged. You still see a lot of book page here. So I did that with some more openness. Still birds, butterflies. Did that, cut that up, and this is what I got. I had some rubber stamps that look like faux stitching. So I added a little bit of faux stitching with the rubber stamps. I did add a couple Tracy labels, Tracy Fox, her labels here, and ink the edges, and I think they are beautiful. I just love it. So I kept this idea in my head because I said, I'm going to do something else with this idea. I love this idea. So I thought, what about making Christmas tags? I mean, you have botanicals, you have flowers, butterflies, but there are a lot of botanicals that are usually around the holidays, winter time. You've got hollies, you've got amaryllis, you've got pine cones, poinsettias, birds and berries. So these images here that you see right here in front are all images. Let me make sure you can see them. All these images you can get off the Graphics Fairy website. And I'm sure most of you know, but for those that don't, if you type in your computer, the Graphic Fairy, it'll pop up. And it's a website that's been around for a long, long time. And all the images are free and copyright free, as far as I'm aware of. So you can just search Christmas images, Christmas botanicals, whatever, and all these images will come up, and then you just save them, and then you could print them out. Now I know a lot of people can print out in different sizes. You can do that if you want. For instance, this holly here, you can make it bigger, smaller. I made it smaller here. The pine cones I made small. You know, whatever you want to do. So then print a bunch out while you're watching TV, do your fussy cutting. You know, I did some here, and I wanted to also tell you, you don't have to fussy cut all the little edges, just around. I used to be one that would really try to get to the edge and get it crisp and clean. And I do at times, but I'll tell you, for images like these, you don't have to be particular. As you can see, you can leave some of the white there, because when you put it in a collage on the page, you're not even going to see that. all you're looking at is all the beautiful images and the tags you create. So even on here, you know, how would you cut that out? I think that's probably the best way to cut it out, is just go around it. The white amaryllis. What else did I cut out? Here's another, I'm sorry, evergreen with the berries. And then the little pine cones. Just went around them. And then I think I have, oh yeah, my bird. You know, it's okay to leave some of the white edges. So, you know, just have a cutting session when you're watching TV, or I know when I go pick up my granddaughters at school, I'm sitting in the car line. I can't sit and just stare out the window. I have something with me all the time. So I have a little plastic bin with my scissors and all these papers, and I will sit and cut for a half an hour while I'm in the car line waiting for the kids to come out of school. So I will bring them with to an appointment while I'm waiting for an appointment, and you'd be surprised how much you get done. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know you can get all these images free off their Graphics Fairy. Also, a lot of the gals are having beautiful Christmas digitals, and you might even have some from years past. Look at your digitals that you have for Christmas. You probably have a lot of florals and hollies and pine birds already that you have that you can print. So print them out. Print a bunch of sizes if you can, but not necessary. Get them all together for you and have a cutting session. So now I'm going to show you, let me just push this all aside here. I'm going to show you what I did. Now, I did come up with, I did one, and I love it. Look how pretty this turned out. So here it would have been together just like that. Isn't that pretty? Now, I'll tell you, this poinsettia here came from a kit I have from Amy at Crafty Cat, her black and white Christmas. But otherwise, you know, there's poinsettias everywhere. So what I did was, now I did something a little different. I wanted to do some stamping with this. So I'm going to show you my version of it, okay? And these tags here I sewed around. So as I showed you the tags before, I didn't sew around the previous tags. So if you don't sew and you don't have a machine, I don't think it's necessary. These here were the first ones, and I did not sew around them. And I think they're beautiful. I just inked the edges. That's all I did. And they're pretty and unique. And you'll never create the same one again, which is really nice. These here, I had stamps that mimic stitching. So I tried that. And I think that looks nice as well. And on this one here, I stitched. I like that as well. It just, whatever you have, whatever you can do. On these, you notice I stitched in the, I stamped in the background before I collaged. And I have a stamp that's a tree, an evergreen tree. So if you have rubber stamps, go through your rubber stamps. See if you have anything Christmas related or just trees, any kind of tree related. You might have some, see, I have some Stampin' Up! Ones. So the tree came out of here. There's other trees you can use. This one here has pine boughs here, and it even has some pine cones. But I was, you know, thinking of using the pine boughs, but I really love using this tree. And as you can see, I stamped all the trees in the background, and I love how that looks. So we're going to make a set of these, okay? So I'm going to just push these to the side here. I did some pre-cutting a little bit here, so we'll play with that and just get a piece of paper out. I have 2 book pages here. The rough edge here, I like it at the top. I don't know, it just kind of adds something. I'm not going to cut that off. I like it, but you could, you know, do what you want. So I have 2 book pages here. So what I'm going to do is take my glue stick, and I'm just going to glue them together the best I can. Hope everybody's doing well. It's very warm here today in Illinois. We're having a little warm spell before the cold and the rain comes back. So, and you know, Christmas is around the corner, and we need to get our our crafts done, our journals done, our ephemera done, our gifts done for our friends and family. And so many beautiful kits out there now. The girls are coming out with beautiful, beautiful Christmas kits. Okay. The problem is I like so many, and you know you only have so much time to do what you can do. Okay, that's the first step there. It's just gluing some book page together. Then my next step would be to do some stamping. So I'm going to get some ink out that I have. Nice green ink. And I'm going to stamp on the background here. So let me show you what I did. I really like the addition of the stamping in the background. And you can use any kind of stamp. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And it doesn't have to be, you know, really dark. I think it's kind of nice that it's kind of a lighter background where it doesn't overtake your, you know, your images. It's perfect in the background here. So let me just continue. And I just go up and down. Like that. And I don't mind that it's faded in some spots because it's just to give the illusion of, you know, a line of trees in the background. And then I just go down here too. All right. I mean, most of it will be covered up, but still it'll peek through and it'll give you some color and something else to look at. Okay, so there we go. Easy as that. One color. You could, if you want to use 2 shades of green, you can, but I think one shade is good. I don't think you need to go that far, but hey, if you want to do it, I think you should. Okay, so now we're done with that. The next thing I do is I just take my images and I start to play and just kind of get an idea and arrange them. So let me just put some of this out here and I'll show you what I'm going to play with here. Just get them all out, see what I have here. I don't have the big poinsettias, but I have some of these small ones here. Different hollies and some pine cones. I like the pine cones printed smaller because they're filler. So here's some of them here. Different kinds, 2 different kinds. Okay, there we go, right? And then I think I will probably use my here. I'll probably use my glue stick to put everything down. That's probably be the fastest thing to do. Okay, so now what I do is I put my bigger focal points down and then fill in around. So, and don't try to overthink it. Don't think, well, this 3 inches, let me see what I can arrange here. Just enjoy the process. Don't overthink it. And you'll be very happy and very surprised with what comes out. So I'm just going to start laying some things down. Okay, just going to do that. See what I can come up with here. You know, you can start with laying 3 things down like that. You can fill in. I'd like to see some of the tree tops here. You know, I like to see a little bit of the tree here. So I don't want to cover everything up, because I think that's important to see that. Let's see what else we can put in here. I mean, you could even add some mushrooms. Let's see, put that there. And overlapping is fun. I mean, you're just getting an idea right now of what you want to put down. But by the time you lift it up and glue it, it might not go down exactly the way you're putting it right now. Maybe I want my amaryllis. Let's see. Maybe I'll put it in the middle here. Like that. Put that there. And a bird. Maybe I'll put my bird here. Let's see here. I kind of like, maybe I'll put this one here. This one's a little thinner. Yeah. Put my bird there. Like that. Maybe put this down here. And then if you think you're happy with what it kind of looks like, just to give you an idea, now you can just take your smaller elements, whatever that would be, try to fill in. And I really think this adds it really adds something to this. And I like the touches of brown. Don't you think that looks kind of nice? Okay, so now you have an idea of what it looks like. Now the idea is to, what do you glue down first? Well, obviously it's whatever's underneath. So you just kind of, I just take one piece at a time. It's not important if you don't get it right the way you have it laying down there. It really isn't. And you can take like an old credit card and glue things down to press down. Anybody start their Christmas shopping yet? I don't do a lot of Christmas shopping. I just pretty much get for the grandkids. And they're getting easier. I make them Christmas boxes, which they open on Christmas Eve. And usually an ornament. They get an ornament, personalized, some meaning towards an ornament. So I hope someday they'll have a nice ornament collection they'll remember from me. And then they always get Christmas pajamas, which they love. And then, you know, a special toy or gift, whatever they're looking for. I try to get it for them. See, I'm not going to remember exactly how I had it, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's all going to work out. I kind of got myself an early Christmas present. I treated myself to some new Tim Holtz Christmas things. I just love what he has. So that's my Christmas present to myself. Okay, let's see here. I'm probably gluing off the side here, but I'm just putting glue on with my glue stick here. See, I've already messed up my layout here, but you know, I'm not worried about it because it's going to turn out nice. Yeah, this is a fun, no stress little idea, and you're going to love what you get. And it's something unique, something different. You'll never make the same one twice, and that's what I love about it. And I just couldn't wait. I kept this idea in my head, and I couldn't wait. I said, what would it look like if I used Christmas botanicals? And I do. I love it. I think it's so pretty. So thanks, Rachel. Let's see, did I have this one by him here? Maybe I did, I don't know. All right, and then, see, I already don't know what I had, but that's okay. Let's see here. I think I had that one up there. It's very fun and relaxing, I think, to do this. See, I'm just taking it off. I'm just going to go with whatever, however I feel here. Let's put this one up here. Get some glue on here. My glue stick doesn't want to cooperate here. Okay. Oh, big glob of glue here. Okay, there you go. And if you have any ideas on what you'd like to see coming up, as far as some ephemera, journals, any kind of ideas, let me know. I do have some ideas up my sleeve here that I'm going to try to get some videos done. And I'm trying to do some ephemera that doesn't take a long time. Let's see, I'll put this over here. There. You know, because, you know, everybody's busy, but you do want to create, you do want to get some things done, right? Let's see here. Maybe I'll put that here or here. I don't know. Maybe I won't even put it on, or yeah, maybe I'll do it there. Okay. Totally different than what I had laying down, but that's okay. And maybe you don't even have to pre-lay it down. Just get your images out and just start gluing them down. Okay, let's see. There, put that right there. Okay, just fill in with some more pine cones, and I think we're ready. And it's exciting to see what it's going to look like. I like to have something like smaller for filler, like that. So it just kind of fills in your small areas when you see one that you might want to fill in with something. And I'll put one more. Let's try that. Really doesn't matter. I'll put it right there. Okay, I think that's good, just the way that is. I didn't use that one. All right, let me cover my glue stick. Okay, so now it's all glued down. Okay, the next thing to do, let me just keep those there, is to cut it. So like I said, everybody has different book page. I'll tell you what mine measures here exactly. Mine is just a smidge over 9, like 9 1/8 by 6. So pretty much 3 by 6, right? So I'm just gonna cut it, line it up to 3. I'm not even worried, I'm just cutting it. Okay. Okay, then we're going to take a look at it. Let me get rid of my cutter here. I'm excited to see it. Okay, here we go. Look. They're going to look so cute. Look how pretty. Now, the next thing I do is I cut my tag shape. So I have my little pre-measured credit card. I cut 4 different angles on it. You probably have seen this tip. So I have 4 different angles depending on the size of the tag. You just line that up and cut it. I punched a hole and I hang it up so I don't lose it. So let me just line this up. Give it a snip. Flip it over. Oops. Okay, there's one. And I like the raw edge of the book page on top. It just kind of adds some texture to it, which you don't have to have it that way if you don't like it. I kind of like it, especially when you ink it. And you don't have to ink either, but I do like inking. Gives it a little more vintage look. And I'm not going to sew these. I showed you what they look like sewn. Not necessary. Don't have to do it. We'll find some Tracy labels. I don't have any labels that have Christmas words on them yet. I know some digitals are out there with them. I don't think I have any of those. So that would be really nice to put on here. And then let me get my distress ink here. And let me give it a quick... Oh, and I also punched holes in some of them. These here I did not. You don't have to. If you want to punch a hole, put a ribbon through. It depends what look you're going for. So you have... Oh, here's my other tip. I love what Rachel does. She just clips the corners off her tags and journal cards. Just a little tiny clip. And I just love that look as well. So that's another trick that I love to incorporate into my tags. Okay, there we go. Let's continue inking this. And as far as the back, because the back is book page, you can cover it with, you know, tea-dyed paper. The other thing you can do is just take some, like a cream colored paint, you know, just a cheap acrylic paint. You can just put a little water, add a little water to it, and I just brush it across the back, let it dry, so you can kind of still see the words behind it, but then it's pretty much a matte surface to write on if you wanted to. And then we're going to find a couple labels to put on here too, because there's room at the top for labels. Aren't they pretty? I love it. And I love that they'll never turn out the same. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so here they are. Okay. Let's see what I have as far as labels here. I have little tins. They have my labels in them. Let's see. These are plain here. I have some red and green. Maybe I want a smaller. Sometimes you end up having a larger area at the top. Some are smaller. Let me see if I have any smaller ones here. Yeah, Christmas words or Christmas labels would be super cute at the top. But you don't have to. Let me see what else I have. Maybe just some brown ones even. Or red. There's kind of a red one here. Long one. I don't know if I like that one there. Too big maybe. There's a little red one here. Maybe that one will go there. Maybe that there. This probably takes the longest, just trying to decide on a label that I like, huh? A round one. Nope. Don't like that one. Nope, too big. Oh gosh. Sorry. Oh, you know, it just has to hit you, right? You know, you pull some out and it just has to be the perfect one, I think. Maybe a brown one. I don't know. Maybe I don't like the words on these. I'm not sure why I'm not picking one. Let me see about this one here. I just want to cut the edges off. Let's see how this one works here. I think it's kind of too big. I think I better stick with a smaller one. Okay, let's stick with some small ones. It depends. This one I put a big one on and I liked how it looked. These were all kind of bigger ones here. Can you see them? Yeah. But, you know, it's whatever. I think I'll put that one there. I think I want something bigger there. I don't know. I just don't like that one there. Let me see if I can make up my mind really fast without taking too much more of your time up. Okay, let me look one more time here. I don't know, should I put the green one there? Or should I put this one here and put the green one here? I don't know. Oh dear. Okay, let's just hurry up and make a decision here, Nance. I think I like the reds. And then, you know what I did, because the labels were plain, I just did some overstamping with some script on them, as you can see, just to kind of fill in. I don't want a blank label, so I think that's probably what my holdup is too. No, I think these are calling for red labels. So let me glue these on. Put that one there. I'll put this one here.